Hey friends, if you have been eating what you believe is a healthy diet, whether that's adding in more whole foods or cutting out processed foods, or maybe getting rid of carbs or sugar, and yet you feel worse instead of better, I want to talk to you about why this can happen because it's very common and I see it all the time. Most people assume that if they're not feeling well, they must not be eating clean enough. So they push harder, they try harder, they restrict more, they actually may even remove some foods or complete food groups from their diet. And on the surface, this can feel like discipline and being hyper focused, but inside the body, it can actually create some more stress. Healthy food is not just about the quality, it's also about the timing and the quantity and the balance and how supported our entire system feels while you're eating that way. So, someone who eats very clean but yet undereats or skips meals or avoids entire food groups or eats in this kind of stressed or rush state, always in go mode, the body interprets that or experiences this as scarcity. And when the body senses scarcity, what it does is it adapts and it actually holds on, it braces. So that adaptation in us as humans can look like stubborn weight. It can look like troubles with digestion, whether that's slower digestion or bloating or gas or constipation. It can look like fatigue. It can look like increased cravings, disrupted sleep. It can be feeling like cold, the temperature cold, or that wired but tired feeling. Again, not because healthy food is bad, but the context matters more than perhaps what we ever talk about. So, this particular pattern becomes even more prevalent and important during midlife stages because of the hormonal shifts that we experience and how resilient we are to restriction and to stress. Those are also affected. So, what once felt like it might have been energizing and fueling, like skipping meals or these low carb phases, the intense cleanses, or even intense workouts, can actually start to feel like they're backfiring. And literally, they are because our system needs steadier signals and more safety. And this is personally why I don't approach healthy eating as just like a one size fits all. I tried that. I know it doesn't work. When I work with someone now, I use testing to understand what and how their metabolism is actually functioning. So we take a look under the hood, and yeah, temporarily we remove some foods potentially that may be causing some harm. But more importantly, we're adding in foods that are supportive for the body to operate in its most optimal capacity. And at the same time, we are increasing and supporting enzyme production and activity, organ function, and blood sugar stability. Those are the kind of the core foundations. So the goal here is not to eat perfectly per se, it's to eat in a way that your body can actually use, and as I said before, to feel safe again. So when you approach food in this way through the lens of safety and stability, eating stops feeling like we're failing at something or a test that we just can't quite get right or pass. So instead of asking like, am I eating enough or have I restricted my caloric intake enough? I would invite you to consider a different question. And the question becomes something more like, is this supporting my body right now? Who I am at this stage of life and what it needs right now. So that shift alone can reduce inflammation. It can help improve digestion. It can also help improve your hormone signaling. So if eating healthy has started to feel hard or unsustainable, it doesn't mean that you're doing it wrong. It just means your body is actually looking for some more balance and not restriction. Nourishment works best when the body feels safe.